What's up, everybody? Time for another episode of SCNS Live!
Hello!
The Super Cool Nerd Show!
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you all for joining us this week. And if you notice, I'm back here on the table because normally I do the introductions the other way around, but on the board, returned all the way from a faraway land, ladies and gentlemen, producer Cora!
Apologize to us.
Why should I have to apologize? I didn't do anything wrong, eh?
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah, you should be the one saying sorry
They got
to
her.
me.
Oh wow, no.
No, I'm kidding.
She's 5 minutes off the plane and she's already
What's
like,
going on, eh?
I want to make y'all poutine. I'm like,
It's so
There
good
we
though.
Isn't it just like mayonnaise and French
No,
fries
no
or
mayonnaise.
something?
It's French fries, brown gravy, and cheese.
that
Oh.
sounds gross.
It's
That sounds disgusting.
It's actually delicious.
Toppings for Jason's pizza smoothie.
Ooh.
Hell no. Yeah, get your pipes ready there.
Saying.
Anyway, so like I said, thank you guys for joining us. My name is Jason the X. Appreciate y'all getting here, talking about some nerdy stuff with us. But I can't do this show alone because the lady over here, that's Kat.
Hi. I got nothing.
Your
I don't
makeup
know,
is
my
on
brain
point
is
this week.
empty. Thank you.
That
There you
is
go.
super
Thank
cute,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
you,
a lot.
Did you say, hey, please no, I said no.
I said yeah,
Okay.
but I said it a little bit like German.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Oh yes,
Friggin-
yeah.
Friggin' Mercy over here. Anyway, our Mercy's Swedish.
Mercy is not German.
Sorry, she's Swedish.
She's the devil.
The doctor from TF2.
Jason, I just real quick. Actually, go ahead. Go on.
Okay. And, of course, the other partner in crime over there, Cass, ladies and gentlemen.
What? Wait, just are we partners
Did you
or is
mean
it just like all of us?
subordinates?
All of us.
Oh,
partners
okay,
in crime.
okay.
You know, we
Partners.
do this thing.
Isn't partners two people though?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Not by Texas phrasing, partner.
Well,
Fair
also,
enough.
Thank you.
Partner synonymous
also,
with
you
friends.
could have like Feinberg, and Feinberg are all partners.
And already in the chat, our buddy from Wonder Twin Powers Activate show, Aaron, is like, I would eat it. He'd eat poutine.
You would eat partners?
It's so
Oh, okay, that
delicious,
makes more
Aaron. You
sense.
want to eat it.
Oh,
It's
I
so
really-
good.
Anyway.
I don't like brown gravy.
Okay, so actually, before we start the show, Jason, I need to have a talk with you. Did you hit that camera before you sat down?
Maybe?
Because I just checked a preview, and I can only see
Can I see
Kat.
the preview?
You can only see who?
I can only see you.
That's great.
Can I
Best
see the
show
preview?
ever.
Just go.
My
kind of a
makeup
bummer.
is on point.
My makeup looks
There
good.
we go. That's so much
Feel
better.
good
Look at
about
that.
my hair. I am good today.
I totally kicked the camera.
I am angry with you
Yeah,
I'm
don't do
sorry.
for
that.
not mentioning it or trying to
I'll
fix
put a
it.
sandbag on it next time. There. So anyway, coming up with ideas for the show tonight, you know, it's hard to do a show every week and come up with original content for you guys. So we thought we would just do something stupid, and it's going to be the best thing ever. But we do have some reviews for you. You guys got to see a movie that was sent to us.
We did.
Give us some brief. We'll go over it briefly, and then you guys are going to do a bigger review later on.
Yes.
It's called. You want to give a brief, whatever it is? Like,
Okay. So this movie is called Painless. It is about a guy with, what is the disease called?
They never name it. I looked it up, but I forget what it is.
It's like anhedosis or something like that. Anyways, the inability to feel pain.
That would make sense. Anhedonic is
Anhedonic,
not
yeah.
die, so.
It's something similar to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, the inability to feel pain. We will say something got mixed up in translation, and we thought this was going to be a horror movie.
More on that in the review.
More on that in the review. But we will say it is a very interesting movie. It kind of deals with what it means to be human and what it means to be alive, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was good. Thought the acting was good. We will talk about
wasn't
it.
scared
Cool.
at all.
Not scared at all.
Okay. Well, I got mixed up on what it was, but if it was that good, I
We'll
kinda
go into
wanna
that
see it, so.
later.
Yeah. We will do a full
topic
review.
that we'll be waiting for Bryce to get back. I so we'll talk about it.
Speaking of
briefly.
reviews.
We'll say it briefly, and then
Very briefly.
basically, you know what? It's going to be dumb. It's going to be dumb, and you're going to find out why. So anyway, let's go on and do how we do this thing normally. Let's kick it off with some super cool nerd news.
Jason, I'm also disappointed in you again.
The fuck?
Why do you sound like a robot?
I don't know. Our wonderful video is not on here after you did the update. So we don't have fun music. So as punishment...
It was on there last week. I just
Yeah,
watched it.
I didn't do anything.
I
with
don't
it.
know. It moved.
It's not on
The
here now.
SCNN is not there? Weird.
No. So now you have to do it verbally.
Boom, 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 boom. You know, you could have done a preview. Anyway, no. Okay. Anyway, thank you for that, for putting me through that. So anyway,
that was beautiful.
So my news topic pretty much goes into the topic of tonight's show. So it was recently announced that they're coming up with an all-new show from a member of the Bat family. Ooh, with so many people to choose from. Nightwing.
Batgirl.
One of the 5 different Batgirls they have. Spoiler, pick a random Robin. Even Damian, and I hate that. Or Batwing. Who's Batwing? I don't know. Who cares? Make a
At
Bane
this point,
show.
you can
Maybe
make a
something
show about
a
Bat
villain.
penis, and
Maybe
we would not be
something-
surprised.
Maybe something about the GCPD. No. It is Alfred Pennyworth. Pennyworth, the series. Now, I begrudgingly watch Teen Titans Go because I have children and they hate me. And spoiler alert, this was in the movie as a joke. That Alfred was getting his own movie over Robin. But no, we got to make the joke real and give Alfred his own show. Now, the show will cover Pennyworth's time as an SAS agent, which is interesting. He is...
Interesting is a really strong word.
Which is weird because it's going to take place in the 20s. So, is it now? Let's see. Yeah, he's going to be played by an actor named Jack Bannon, who is a very handsome man. But
That's a good looking
he's
dude.
already like in his 20s, in the 20s. How old is Alfred in modern day Bat times? Even in things like The Punisher, they've always kind of moved up the war that he was in. Like it was always, Frank Castle was in Vietnam. They moved it up. He was in the Iraq War. So they kind of adjusted with the times. Alfred does not need to be in his 20s, in the 20s, because in modern day, Alfred is dead. So it's going to cover him before and moving into him working with a young billionaire, Thomas Wayne. So, you know why we have the show? And I get one every few shows, but you motherfuckers that watch Krypton and gave that a second season, y'all have made them now go, you know what? We can just make a show about anybody. Just pick a random character. We'll make it interesting. I hate anybody that watches this show. I can't stand this. And I know people will say, oh, well, they made a show about Peggy Carter. You know what?
It got canceled.
Yeah, they got
first of
canceled. And
all.
I actually like Peggy. I actually like
No,
Peggy.
It
I
was a
liked
pretty
the
good
show,
show.
and it got canceled.
I just don't want to see Alfred before he was a butler and an SAS agent. It's, this show is trying my patience. So, also, they've announced some other cast members for the show. It's going to be on Epix, so not a real channel to start with. Ryan Fletcher, who was in Shetland and Outlander. I don't know who that is either. Ainsley Lloyd Bennett, who was in Casualty and EastEnders. There's a running gag here.
Oh, wow.
They will also be in there as series leads and will make reoccurring appearances on the show. So, I don't know. Oh, wait, no. This is going to take place in 1960s London. I'm sorry. I saw it was... No, because it was in the comics, he was in the 20s. So they've moved it up to the 60s now. So, Alfred Hippie, SAS agent? I don't know. I don't care about this show. And to anybody that thought this was a good idea, just go burn somewhere.
I mean,
why?
Because we had a little bit of this when Gotham started.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is stupid. Nobody cares. Gotham actually, in my opinion, is good because you have access to so much of the Batman lore that you can make it interesting. In this show, you don't have that.
Nope.
You don't have the Penguin. You don't have the Joker. Even in their early version, you have nothing. You just have Alfred before he's Alfred.
Like, I just see this show as like all this exciting stuff they're gonna make him do, and I'm going, and one day you're gonna be a butler.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be a butler to Batman, but there's gonna be a couple of years for that to happen.
Yeah, where he's just like hanging out.
I hate this. I really, really hate this. And Alfred the Vampire Pennyworth. I should have gone to the chat.
I would watch that show.
I have to go to the chat because I'm pretty sure everybody in there is having a blast with this. But yeah, Alfred the show.
Oh, wow.
Who greenlit this? You would think it'd be a Netflix thing. Netflix will greenlight anything.
Yeah, Netflix did say that they were just throwing stuff at the wall.
And finally canceled something.
Oh, yeah.
as we hang our heads and.
I was about to say,
in
pour one
sorrow.
out for Iron Fist.
I ain't pouring a goddamn thing out for that show. You know what?
Jason is profane
it's-
tonight.
look,
Seriously, language.
I was liking Iron Fist until a certain point where they're just like, you lost me.
Was it 10 minutes in?
It might have
Just
been.
curious.
No, they were doing fine until a certain point, and it just, whew, I don't know. It's for the best. He can guest star in Luke Cage every now and
You
then.
can.
that was good.
Dang, that
Thank
was such a
you.
good
I
burn.
gotta
Thank
give
you.
some of that. And with that, let's go to Cass. What's your story this week?
All right, so we're talking about gaming, and we're talking about Discord. I didn't know what Discord, I knew what it was. I did not use it until recently. But Discord, they have a store. It's called the Discord Store. Very original. They're launching what they're calling a Netflix for games. It's going to be $10 a month. You will have access to 60 games. It's, including like Hollow Knight, Dead Cells, a few others. I know they've announced more. I couldn't find them. You're going to be able to launch these games from within the app, which is kind of cool. And honestly, like $10 for 60 games, if they're good games, Hollow Knight is a good game. Dead Cells is pretty. I haven't played it, but Dead Cells
It's
is
a
pretty.
game. People
It's a
bought
game.
it and played it.
I'm sure that it was great. No, I've seen a little bit of it. They released a beta in August in Canada. Apparently there are gamers in Canada.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, she came
She's
back. They did 50,000 people, and apparently the beta went well, so we're gonna see Discord gaming Netflix.
I kind of want to see what they're offering.
It seems like a good deal. Like I said, I haven't seen all the games, but Hollow Knight and Dead Cells, that's a good start.
I think it's going to be a hard launch after Nintendo just did theirs, which Nintendo. I bought access for the whole family. It's $35 for everybody for the year.
Nice.
That was an easy buy
Yeah.
because we're all Switch players here, so that's going to be a hard sell. Considering I just got Hollow Knight for free on there,
Yeah.
so
So this might not be the service for you.
I'm curious to see what they have though.
Yeah.
But damn, I got a lot of streaming services right now, especially
Don't
DC
we all?
Universe.
Totally worth it.
I'm going to be honest here. I still have yet to watch Titans. Our buddy
Same.
Aaron actually said it's not bad.
Really?
I might watch it tonight.
I'm shocked.
Huh?
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
We did recently, they released some behind-the-scenes images for some new filming, and Starfire looks like Starfire.
Hey, how about that?
Who would have freaking thought?
I mean, go figure they didn't just do that in the first place.
Yeah.
But hey, they did say, wait, maybe this was always planned. I probably need to watch to fully understand. So I trust Aaron. He's got good judgment.
I don't know. I thought Bryce had good judgment.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh,
So
we're
I-
spilling the tea tonight.
Okay.
Just saying. I wanted him to be here to fight this out in person.
Hey, how's that tea served?
Oh, it's served boiling.
Oh, wow.
Serves a tea pipe.
Just saying. I trust no one. Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, no.
All right, so non-trustworthy. What have you got for us this week?
I'm trustworthy. I trust me.
Non-trusting. How about that?
Okay. So, Cass and I tried to make a point of not doing too many stories on musicals because a lot of people don't want to hear more stories on
What
musicals.
do you hear
And
about
they
Raoul
d-
Esparza and Hamlet or whatever?
And they don't know what's good.
They don't know what's
Wow.
good.
Apparently no
Speaking
one
of
does.
things that people think might be good but actually aren't, Idris Elba is in talks to play in Tom Hooper's new movie, which is an film adaptation of Cats.
What? No. No.
No.
No.
Tom Hooper,
No.
the director from Les Mis,
No.
is doing Cats.
No.
A theatrical version of Cats?
Yes.
A movie.
Couple things about that. Okay, so this is funny to me. He's in talks to play McCavity, which is the bad guy.
Which is at least the cool character.
Idris Elba would make phenomenal any bad guy, really, that you want him to play, and most good guys as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He joins the talks along with already cast Met Towelie, Laurie Davidson, James Corden, Ian McKellen, Jennifer Hudson, Taylor Swift. Those are confirmed, apparently, and he's in talks. Here's my issue.
Oh, do tell.
There's part A and part B. Part A is that musical theater people are famous for not liking Cats, by and large. Most musical theater people do not like that musical. It doesn't have a plot. There are a number of issues, and when people who aren't musicals people talk about musicals, they're like, oh yeah, I liked Cats. Okay, well, whatever.
Did you like a musical, though?
Why do you put out a film adaptation of something that's unpopular in its core genre? Like,
Yeah.
the people who would go see a musicals movie are not going to watch this. Here's my issue with Tom Hooper, and this one, stay with me for a minute. In Les Mis, he famously used people singing live on set, right? To do Les Mis so that it would bring that authenticity to it. Here's the problem with that. Everyone knows that they were singing live. That's a well-known fact. But the audience was distracted by it. When you're trying to tell a story, you keep how you're telling the story in the background. So for them to sit there and watch it and be like, oh wow, and they're doing it live, it takes you out of the story and puts you in the mind of the production. It's a willing suspension of disbelief issue. So I have an issue with his creative mindset as a whole. But anyway, yeah, he's doing Cats. I'll probably see it if they cast Idris Elba, but I'm not happy about it.
If Idris Elba sings Memories, I'll be more happy about it. If they just gender swap the whole thing.
I'm like, that's not one of the bad guys' songs.
Don't care.
Actually,
Have him sing all his songs and then Memories.
what the thing is, McCavity has no lines whatsoever in the entire song. And actually, when the musical was made, the character of McCavity, I believe, was also played by the character of Rum Tum Tugger.
Yeah.
So, Rum Tum Tugger has an entire song.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
What's the name of this character?
Rum Tum Tugger.
They're
That is
cats.
the dumbest name.
Oh no!
Cats.
I
That
know
is
why.
totally
It's a dumb
appropriate for
musical.
a cat.
Okay,
It's a real dumb musical.
I do have a question for the theater and musical nerds.
Go for it.
Yes.
Okay, so theater people don't treat Cats like it's like the end all be all of everything.
Theater
No.
people don't like cats.
So I couldn't like walk into a theater like where a local performance is going on. Maybe they're rehearsing. Yeah, they're making Cats into a movie, and people start crying.
Yeah.
People will
Actually,
start crying, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
No,
my
like,
next week is planned.
You
Like,
will
I will
get this reaction. Oh, like I promise you, if
There
you walk
was-
into a group,
Okay.
they're gonna be like, or they're going to burst out laughing.
I'm gonna go charge up my bull.
Last week on a CW show,
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which is a great show, but we're talking CW.
It's a musical TV show.
It's a musical TV show specifically for theater people, but has a pretty wide audience. They had a running joke last week about how nobody likes cats. This is well known in the theater community. Everyone hates cats.
And we don't
No.
want to be those like initiated versus uninitiated
Yeah, no.
gatekeeping folk. But it is one of those things that if you tell musical theater people, oh, Cats, like I liked Cats, and that's the end of your list, they're going to write you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, I will admit, I liked Cats. I still like Cats, more of a nostalgia factor, I guess,
Shock.
than anything else. Because I thought the songs were really fun. It was really fun to watch the original, like, PBS recorded version with all the acrobatics and all of the things like that. Like, I really loved Rum Gum Jerry and Rumpelteaser's whole... Shut up!
Actual names. Yeah.
Yeah, those...
Who picked these names?
They're cats!
They're
Who
totally
names a cat
appropriate
this?
names for cats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
But- Let me finish,
Let
and
her
then you can
finish.
have your rant about cats. Like, their act was one of my favorites because they do a lot of coordinated gymnastics, and it's great. But I can also admit, this is not a good musical in any way, shape, or form, and will usually not be on my list of musicals that I like when I'm talking to other human beings that aren't talking about cats already.
I will say, like, there's nothing wrong with liking it, and it shouldn't validate or invalidate whether you like musicals.
Yeah.
But it is seen that way. My concern is, like, marketing related almost. Like, why do you do this movie to this demographic? I would be way more interested in a taping
Yeah.
of a current, like, live broadcast like they did with Benedict Cumberbatch's Hamlet.
Yeah.
Something like that. But yes, it will be a catastrophe.
Catastrophe. I think it's a
Audience
little
will
bit.
be catatonic.
Oh wow. I think it might.
Before Jason dies, just real quick, it did run for 18 years on Broadway.
Insanely popular.
So that might be why, because it is a classic, and so it resonates with a lot of people. Like, ignoring that the musical theater demographic doesn't like it, normal people like my mom, for example, when she hears this, she's gonna lose her mind and she's gonna go see it. Because there were a lot, like, tickets were the hardest thing to get for that musical, no matter what theater it was performed in. It was like the Hamilton of its time.
It is Andrew Lloyd Webber, so the
That
songs
too.
are beautiful.
Yeah, and they're so much fun. I'm gonna probably watch that later now.
And the makeup is cool.
Oh, yeah, I love
Makeup is
I love
cool.
the makeup and costume.
I am
How
a
do
little
we
bit
get into
concerned
this?
about the movie
Furries.
version of
Oh
that.
God, yeah.
They're gonna be furries.
I'm putting up a red card. Can we move on to the
Yeah, that
oh,
was-
you don't want to
Y'all
talk.
just totally ruined this.
This is why, one of the reasons why, I try not to do
Okay.
too many stories on musicals.
'Cause
So
we just-
moving on.
Also,
You want to read some of the names, don't you?
You can read
Car-
3 names.
okay, car bucketing,
Oh yeah, I
Yep.
don't remember that one.
Grittlebone.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the only one in here I like, and if I ever get another cat, Pounceable.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Pounceable. Okay, Cora, please, while I look over more of these dumbass names, what have you
He's
got
like,
this
can we
week?
move on? Meanwhile, Googling names.
Yeah.
Like,
They're so stupid.
Anyways, so I've got an anime story for you. I know, surprise, surprise. But this is actually something that a lot of us have seen coming in the anime community, especially those that use Crunchyroll or the Funimation app.
huh. Yep.
The partnership between Crunchyroll and Funimation has ended. It's only been 2 years and it's gone. Crunchyroll, which is predominantly owned by AT&T, and Funimation, which is predominantly owned by Sony, have split ways. Anything that is owned jointly between the two of them is still going to be owned by both of them, but anything that Crunchyroll owned prior to the merger goes back to Crunchyroll, and anything owned by Funimation prior to it goes back to Funimation. There are rumors as to why this happened. A lot of it is Funimation just wants to broaden their audience to a more worldwide demographic, which, okay. But this is my issue with it, and it's mostly I hate the Funimation app. It crashes all the time, and when it doesn't crash, my video quality is horrible. So I never used it. And actually, as far as I'm aware, not many people used the Funimation app, especially when they could just go to Crunchyroll, which they already had a subscription for, and watch the same thing. So Funimation was losing a lot of money, so by separating the two, they're going to be getting all of that money back because people will have to join their service if they want to watch certain shows. But,
I wonder if Akon will be better organized next year.
no. The thing with Funimation, and I'm gonna go on a rant now. Funimation, I like you. I like that you're local. I do. But you do have some issues, especially with that app, that need to be fixed before you do this. If you have fixes that you're gonna be going into with it, awesome. If not, you probably should have waited.
It's like a parent having a hard talk with their child.
Yeah. The separation won't be official until November 9th. That's when that's when the contract was going to end anyway. So they're going to be ending their partnership, but they've also just not been on good terms to begin with. They weren't on good terms before the partnership. they actually actively did not like each other, and not in a competitive, oh, I'm better than you, haha way. Like, they actively
They have
disliked
different ideologies.
They
on how
they
to,
had
yeah.
yeah, they have very different ideologies on how things work, and Crunchyroll focused more on subtitles, and Funimation focused more on dubbing, obviously.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I have a question. I actually have an honest question.
Yeah.
Who's losing more content in the trade-off, though? Is Funimation going to lose more content, or Crunchyroll?
I actually think Funimation, to a degree, might. They're going to lose some of their bigger titles. Like, they're going to lose Free. Free was owned by Crunchyroll first. They had the rights to the subtitles, and then I think it was like a year or two later they got rights to the dub. So Crunchyroll let them have the dub, but they won't. I don't know if they'll be able to have the subtitles on there anymore. So like, I believe that Funimation is going to end up losing more content in that regard. Because I was thinking, oh well, what about My Hero Academia and things like that? Well, those were owned while they were together, so they will both have those.
We don't have all the details
So-
on which things are going which way.
I will look that up later. Maybe I'll make a post about it on the page. But I want to say out of the gate, I think Funimation is going to end up losing more, because Crunchyroll already had a pretty large library before they joined with Funimation. And like, I could scroll for hours through Crunchyroll's app and still probably not find the end.
Okay.
So
I'm
two
curious.
studios hoping that both of them get to some level of stability, because more,
Who comes out on
competition
top
is
of
good.
this? Is what I want to know.
Right, and
It depends on who has the better whiteboard, and there's literally no way to know that.
yeah,
I guess we
and-
got to wait until afterwards to see, but wow.
And I hope that both do well, because I would really hate to see one or the other fail. Because I do know a lot of people really love Funimation. I know a lot of people that really love Crunchyroll. Oh, the other thing is, I'm sure everyone knows of the website Verve. Funimation will have to pull anything that they have off of Verve, since that is a Crunchyroll thing.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Their
Exposure.
their streaming service will not be allowed on the Verve app.
I mean, I guess if they had a non-compete type of agreement with Verve, though, they might be able to shop out their content to another,
Right.
like Nerdist or something kind of similar, which wouldn't be Nerdist. Somewhere.
But yeah.
We know what you mean.
Mashable, something like that. Mashable's similar, kind of.
Don't look at me.
Well,
I wasn't.
that's been the news, and we do have a couple of games that are coming up that we're going to be reviewing and possibly doing some Let's Play to. We got notification about one, Cora, that you're going to be handling. Maybe tell us a little bit about this game, because I think it's right up your alley, honestly.
Yeah, kind of is. Alright, this is a new game that has come out from Akinaba Productions. It is a company that has both, they published it, they developed it, did all the groundwork for it, and it is a game, sorry, I'm trying to make sure everything's working. It's a game called Design Hero. Now, the game is marketed as a visual novel style design game, kind of in the realm of Ace Attorney. Which already, okay, you got me.
Right.
In the game, you get to obviously decide between being a man or a woman. Probably more, who knows? I haven't played the game yet. But you are a designer straight out of college, and you have landed a job at a prestigious design agency called Yeager and Jones. Or is it Jagger and Jones? Who knows?
Jagger and Jones.
It is Jagger and Jones?
Yup.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, yeah, because it's spelled like Mick Jagger. That makes sense.
Do you have the moves like him?
No, please, no.
Okay.
But your whole purpose in the game is various design of costumes, and there are some graphical design as well. You will have to interact with a colorful cast of characters. From the looks of it, you have 3 men, 2 women, and 1 androgynous character, which you can see right there on the screen. They're already my favorite because they are so cute.
Typical.
Yeah, I know. Shush. But you'll have multiple endings. Your alliances and everything of that nature will change depending on how you interact with different characters. There will be mini games. You can even date your colleagues. There's, let's see, it says at least it has more than 5 hours of gameplay, which is a good thing, especially for a design game. I was a little worried that this was going to be kind of a dress-up game like Hello Nikki and stuff, but there's a lot more depth to it and a lot more work and a lot more creativity to it. So here you can see all the characters. You have Yu, who is her name is Yu Watts. She's a daydreamer, introvert, otaku, and book eater. So she reads a lot and is a nerd. You have Ronnie Taylor, the drama king. You have Ruby Weinman, the rebel and music lover. You have Sam Samantha Richards, the project manager and mom of everyone. You have Angie Jones, a respected workaholic with a strong personality. And of course, you have the mysterious Trevor Jagger. You'll also have...
Best name ever.
Right? You'll also have a cast of eccentric clients. There's extras, there's cameos. Who will become the next creative rock star? Only you.
I will.
Yes. As long as you play the game, you will.
I word best.
Now,
I made this.
I wanted this game like feature because Dream Daddy. It's kind of like in the same. And Dream Daddy was a hit, no matter what you say. Dream Daddy was a hit. And,
Yeah, it was.
Oh, and actually, speaking of Dream
Okay,
Daddy,
no.
so
No, we got to move on from this story.
no,
I'm good.
You
I
mentioned
got to
Dream
talk about this
Daddy.
other game.
Dream
Nope,
Daddy.
Nope. You just mentioned Dream Daddy, so we got to mention this too. So I'm sure everybody enjoyed Dream Daddy, and I'm sure you all enjoyed watching Jason play Dream Daddy. In
No one
particular.
Oh,
enjoyed
you
that.
should have said watch Jason enjoy Dream Daddy.
Oh yeah, because he enjoyed the frick out of that game, especially because he accidentally got the nerdy wrestler guy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Got manhandled. God, that's so weird.
Wow.
And she just made it weird. Moving on.
No, I haven't given my news yet. So, Dream Daddy is going to be coming to the PlayStation 4. It is going to be Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, the Dad Rector's cut. So there's going
I'm sorry. What?
the Dad Rector's cut.
I don't even know what I just heard.
There's going to be there's going to be new mini games. There's going to be content that they cut from the game initially. You'll be able to play the mini games that you played before, so you won't have to just go through the dates again just to play the mini games. And there's going to be all kinds of other.
That's how I live my life.
You go on the dates to play the mini games.
But I don't have to anymore.
You okay there, Kat?
I feel like she needs an attorney, an ace attorney.
Hey! But this is not limited to just the PS4.
Oh, thank God.
In addition to that, if you already bought the game on Steam, like I did, you will get that content for free. So you'll get a link to download that new content, so you can play it immediately. Are you okay, Cass? Are you okay?
I just realized that we can put gifs in our chat, by the way.
Huh?
Apparently we can put gifs in our chat, so
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
We'll
Almost died
teach
just now.
Jason how to use technology after the show.
It's called the internet.
I can open a PDF.
They're
and
pictures
convert it.
that move around.
No,
Oh.
I will say I'm a little sad. I thought we were going to get like an unlockable daddy that you had to unlock. God, I can't believe I said that.
That was my nickname in
I
high
know
school.
this is all culminating to, and I just.
This is just, I'm sorry, like, we're not trying to, this isn't our type of game. Like,
Oh no, I know.
so
Well,
it's just like,
To be fair, this game was created to make fun of dating simulators. So it's a
I
lot
like
of
it 10% better already.
like it's also made by Game Grumps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this game is actually a lot of fun, even for people who don't like dating sims, because it's so ridiculous and it's filled with dad puns, which is why I like it so much.
That's
And,
awesome.
and all of the characters are really fun. But I was hoping there would be like an unlockable character. Like, you would have to do all of the routes, and then you would get the other daddy, who is the true route, who is the actual one you're supposed to, like, be with, like all of the other Korean dating sims do. The true daddy, as it were.
Ah, the true daddy.
Well, it's a good thing that we've already played that, and that content is up on the channel. And it doesn't need to be repeated.
Oh,
so
no.
Anyway,
Oh, no. We need to play this again. Do
so,
you know how, Jason,
I'd
a
like
lot
to
of
talk
people
about the
really
game.
want you to play.
I'd like to talk. I'll put up
You need to go for Craig.
I'll put up a poll that I can easily manipulate on the page and just squash that shit right there. Anyway, a low key. Okay, so you got it all there. You got it all there. Okay, you good?
I think
You
we're
Unless
good?
you want me to keep making daddy
I
jokes.
think we're good.
I'm hoping this
Always.
weekend. Now we do have fan days this weekend. I probably won't be attending, but you guys will. I'm hoping that at some point I do get to do some streaming because I will be doing a review of Starlink, which I know the Toys to Games did not do well with things like Infinity, Disney's Infinity, Skylanders, and all this kind of going to the wayside. But this has an R-wing. So the R, you can.
It is a cool looking.
I know
it is.
you basically choose your pilot. It's an interesting system. I honestly don't know how long it's going to last, but I am going to do a review of what comes with it. This is your controller. You put your Switch controllers inside here. What you do is load your pilot. So there you go. And then you take their ship. And they have an assortment of ships, which look really cool. I wanted an R-Wing because Star Fox. And you basically load that on there and click it in. And as you're playing it, you have this. Now I'm told this gets old after a while, and you can switch to totally digital. You don't have to play it like this.
That's cool.
But I do like the ships. I've always wanted. I love space combat games. They're one of my favorites, like Rogue Squadron games like that.
Galaga.
More like the ones where you shoot from
Star
the third
Wars.
person. Yeah, the third person perspective behind the ship. So you're just looking at it do this.
The Star Wars one, but it's just lines.
Yeah.
That one.
So I'm excited to play this. I hope to stream a little bit. And the R-Wing is just really cool. Like if you look at it, like the wings will actually fold and stuff. So
Yeah.
and the different pilots.
We're
you can
all
also,
excited about this, Jason.
You can also add weapons to it. It's cheesy, but you know what? The space combat game does look pretty cool. Like you can actually go to planets, go through the atmosphere and land and whatnot, and go
Can
down.
you go collect resources
no,
and then
it actually
never
is-
talk to anyone ever again?
It as a friend told me, No Man's Skies better than No Man's Sky.
Yes.
Yes.
God, the tea is boiling.
So, yeah. I'm ready to play this. I might actually give it a sample. I will do a review of what's included in the starter set. And with my son, I think me and my son can have, because he just got his own Switch.
Nice.
So I might get him the starter kit too, depending on how it is.
I'm excited about just the potential for things that you physically add on to controllers, stuff like that, and what it means. Even though this isn't maybe a game that I would necessarily play, what it means for game development going forward is really interesting. to
I'm
me.
curious how the integration with the Joy-Cons is going to work. With
Yeah.
this. 'Cause the Joy-Cons are very, very technical. They have a lot of technology in them. I mean, you can, with the motion controls and everything. I'm curious how it integrates with this game. So yeah, look for a review real soon. It looks like a lot of fun. So there's my plans for this weekend. Hopefully I get to actually stream some, because streaming is back. Thanks to everybody that watched me. Actually, I put Jason Gaming badly, but I actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
On freaking Destiny Gaming I did. So, gonna be doing more of those. If you got games you want to see us play or want to suggest, go ahead. We will play them, except for Dream Daddy. Anyway.
No.
Oh yeah, and like
how
some
else
of us can stream but don't have like a camera to stream
Oh,
from. We don't know if you. I
Speaking
don't
of
know if
which,
you'd want
we
to.
have cameras, y'all.
Hey. You're gonna have
some
to
of
embarrass
us-
yourself on God of War for everyone.
I got spare USB cameras now with everything that we've done.
Yay!
Yeah, so y'all can totally take one now.
Overwatch. Thank you.
There we go.
Fair
I'd
enough.
like to embarrass myself on
On
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Okay,
please.
okay.
Yes, Halo Joy-Cons are brilliant. They totally are. They're
They
so
are.
I
They
love
are
them
indeed.
so much. So anyway, moving on. I did want to briefly talk about a kind of a sore subject, but Bryce saw Venom and gave a review of it. I'm going to this. I'm going to this topic, and he said it was absolutely disgusting. Now we're gonna have a little back and forth on it, but I saw Venom, and while there are things I cannot reconcile with it, I didn't think it was bad.
I liked it.
Just briefly, okay. So you liked it?
I liked it a lot. Like, and
Okay.
it may be that my expectations were as low as they were.
So
But I thought it was really funny. I thought it was engaging. I thought it was an interesting relationship between him, not him and the girl, but an interesting
No, of course not.
relationship
Him and the
between
slimy
him
monster.
and the non-parasite
So what I'd like to see
symbiote.
is maybe a little back and forth from one of us and our friend Bryce, and just to see what,
We will have a
in the future.
lengthy
I
conversation.
think it can be its own little video segment, but we'll see. So,
Yeah.
But speaking of stupid
Oh
conversations,
God! So, with Alfred Pennyworth being a thing, did she like break herself?
did you
over there?
hit your mic? Uh-huh.
She's so delicate.
That's metal, sweetheart.
I was trying to
So
point.
metal. Anyway, with Alfred Pennyworth, we thought, you know what? There are plenty of dumbass characters in the comic universe. We can make a show
Every
with some.
universe.
Every universe.
Every universe.
I was about to say, mine
Whether it
aren't
be
comics,
anime
but
or
they're
movies,
still great.
comics, whatever, video games. They are dumb. There are dumb characters out there, and you know what? We're smart. We know things.
We could totally run
We
shows.
totally could create things.
We
And
could
we got some
totally
ideas.
make shows.
So if you guys are producers out there, you might want to listen in. Put them ears
All
on.
of these are copyright.
These-
SCNS
yeah.
Live.
Oh, yeah.
You need to talk to us before you
Our
make this.
original
Who wants to-
ideas.
who wants to go first with their...
I say we start
Oh,
throwing
Cora,
like
please.
one at a time.
I
Yeah.
am so curious. Go ahead, Cora.
Cora, first one, go.
We got a couple of these to get through. Come on, control
Okay.
yourself.
Okay. From The Legend of Zelda,
Oh, God.
Tingle.
Nice.
I would love a
Hold
Tingle
up.
series.
What is he going to do?
We're gonna follow his adventures making maps for the Majora's Mask universe.
Oh, my God.
And then in season 2, we're going to learn how Tingle Island was created and how he became
Oh,
the leader
don't say
of
that.
all the Tingles.
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't be
Tingle,
able to.
tingle, cool.
You know, he does have to go these places to make these maps.
It is true.
Exactly. A harrowing adventure
Cartography
of a
is
man
a
floating in a
limited
balloon
pursuit.
over a world map. as
I want
he
the most
draws.
uncomfortable spandex for this person to
Ooh.
wear. Because I want it to be live action. I want you to be uncomfortable
Do
looking.
you, now, here's the important question. Do you want it normal uncomfortable, or do you want David Bowie in Labyrinth level
Oh, I want
uncomfortable?
David Bowie in Labyrinth.
Let's
Yeah.
go full on.
I think everybody, like, if you ask, do you want this?
Or
And
do
it
you
doesn't
want-
matter what the other thing is. If the other one is
Has
David Bowie
in
in
it, yeah, we're
Labyrinth,
pretty much like, yeah.
like, yes, that one, please.
Do you want a solid
is-
DC universe, or do you want David Bowie in Labyrinth?
Damn. That,
Well, I still have
You
hope.
want...
No, I don't have hope for either of us.
okay.
Okay, my first one. Torturer droid from Return of the Jedi.
Oh my God. Just every week
I
it's a
would
different
watch
character.
a show about him just torturing droids. Just, that's the whole show.
Every week it's a different one. Like
yeah.
he's just talking
oh,
to him
yeah,
while
of
he's
him
doing
just slowly breaking droids mentally. I would watch that show.
My first one, Q from The Next Generation.
Yes, I would
What does
absolutely
Q
watch
do when
that
he's
show.
not? You know what? That
I
actually
watched
doesn't sound
that
that bad.
show.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, what does Q do when he's
Some of
not
these-
torturing the Enterprise?
I think would be good shows, and some of them I just would have to see what the hype was about. Turns out Cass had Q on her list as
Oh,
well.
s-
Like,
We didn't
Great
discuss
minds think
these.
alike.
Oh yeah.
All right. I have one, and I only have one really, because this is gold. I can't go any higher than this.
Okay.
It is a Marvel character. He has appeared in many series over the years. A lot of times guest starring because he's just that good of a character. And his name is Dr. Bong. Allow me to set the
Absolutely.
table. Lester Verdane is a supervillain.
Oh yeah.
He's also a psychologist.
Totally.
His powers. Okay, if you can't see, did you put the image up by the way?
Oh no, I forgot. No,
Okay.
you didn't send me one.
I did send you one in
It
the
was a
chat. I
gift.
totally sent you one.
It was a
When?
gift.
That
It
was
was-
not
If
a
it was,
gift. I
yes,
sent.
it was.
If it was sent after I'd already started the show, I didn't see it.
My
No,
God.
it was-
Okay, Google Dr. Bong because now you need the visual. But he has a big bell on his head. It's a metal bell and it has a face on it. And his left hand is amputated. And it has a metal ball on the end of it. And what happens is he rings the bell and various effects happen. So,
yeah.
now while he is a supervillain, I see a show where he is performed. And he has opened up his own psychiatric business. And he has an assortment of people. We could get guest stars
Totally,
galore.
yeah.
Wolverine maybe
Skip.
wants to talk about his feelings, comes in. And then, you know, he maybe boom and tricks him into robbing a bank or something.
Dr. X up in here. Yeah, absolutely.
So, Dr. Bong.
wow.
Hold on, I'm pulling up
That
this
is
image.
sad.
He was originally a Howard the Duck villain, if that makes
Oh,
it any
God.
worse.
Of course he was.
And his backstory, he was severely bullied as a child, but found that his
There we
tremendous
go.
intellect
he
and
was.
quick wit cut those bullies down to size and decided to make that into a super villain career. He's also fought She-Hulk, which I would love to get a She-Hulk series. But anyway, so yes, Dr. Bond,
Dr. Bond,
my choice.
that TV show.
That's amazing.
Love it.
I'm not gonna
we
lie.
could get it going this fall.
Cora, you got another one?
Oh yes.
Oh, God.
All right.
I would like to see Chain Chomp.
What?
The musical. The musical show
Yes, of Chain Chomp.
of Chain Chomp and his adventures.
Change them?
Chain.
That is the best picture of Dr.
No, I
Bong,
know, but
by
that
the
was
way.
Chomp.
His-
Oh, no, the Chain Chomp, the one that's actually attached to a wall
There's a
and can't
different
move.
one.
Oh, okay,
that's
yeah,
just
that
goes
was-
Chomp Chomp.
yeah,
And it would focus on just one. And his adventures always missing Mario, and then there would always be every episode a lamenting musical
that's so
number.
tragic.
Wait, does he get loose?
Maybe he gets loose and finds true love.
I was about to say season 5 finale.
Season
He
5
gets
finale.
loose.
He
You
gets
know,
loose
6
and he
seasons
finds
in a
love
movie.
with none other than the evil son that is trying to kill you in Super Mario Brothers 3.
That's funny. My next one was similar. Mine was going to be
Oh.
the bird that eats you for Mario 2. I want to see that TV show.
Ooh.
By the way,
fucking portal.
yeah.
Oh my god.
By the way, one of our brothers was absolutely terrified of that
When he
thing.
was like
So-
3, and it would go woo, and he would just like
"Ah!"
peace out.
And in honor of that, it would be a horror show
Ooh.
of the all-consuming
Sure,
bird.
I'm down. I would tune in for at least, well, who knows?
At least 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's okay. It's only a 5-minute show.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
My next one is if they're going to do Woodhouse, or if they're going to do Batman,
Okay.
they need to do Archer's Woodhouse, which is just
It's
as
his
crazy.
butler.
It's-
Archer's butler.
or Krieger. Also,
Krieger. I would
from
watch a
Archer.
show about
I would
Krieger.
watch the Krieger
I'd watch a
one.
Krieger spinoff
Oh,
show.
yeah.
If they made a parody of the Alfred thing,
Yes.
and they called it Woodhouse. The
Well, he
unfortunate
died,
thing
that's
is
what
that
it is.
actor passed away
Oh,
who
yeah.
played his voice when he
Oh,
was
yeah.
older, though. And this, I mean, obviously, you just send it back to a different time period.
Totally.
and-
Send it back to the 60s.
But yeah,
When
that's
he's
my
on
next
heroin.
one.
Well, mine's kind of dumb, but he actually did
Is
create
it? As opposed to what we've been talking
it's
about.
more of a where is he now?
Okay.
But we covered this on the show once before, and it was Captain Citrus, a character, a character created by that the state of Florida had Marvel create for them.
Oh, wow.
He
Yeah,
lives
they-
in an orange grove with his family.
And he fights for justice and vitamin C.
Are
And-
his family oranges?
Yes, we had a series of great jokes about this guy. Like imagine him showing up on the battlefield and Captain America sees him. Captain Citrus, I'm glad you're here. I'm thirsty.
I was about to say, that sounds like one
So,
of the heroes
what-
from an improv show.
So what I want is now Captain Citrus 2 years later, like totally broken
Okay,
down.
yeah.
Like
Logan.
He's had the burst.
Logan, but with
yeah,
Captain Citrus.
yeah, and like people laugh at him now, like, oh, look at some dumbass Captain Citrus. Hey, gonna give me something to drink, huh? I think I got a scurvy coming on. You know, just
He
just
gets
totally
really
ridiculing it.
really triggered by people saying they have to water down the juice, their kid's juice or whatever. And,
And
he's
while
like,
it's-
no!
While it's a rip off, and stock prices against orange juice start dropping, and he gets kicked out of the orange grove. And maybe like an orange starts talking to him, a la Happy. Like,
Yeah.
just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You totally suck, Captain Citrus. Like,
Okay, is it a tragedy?
oh,
Is
it's
that
gonna
what-
be tragic.
It's a tragedy
It's
show?
already tragic.
It's a dark show.
I'm just admitting it's tragic
Okay.
now. So yes, Captain Citrus afterwards, and he's just depressed and like maybe getting a little out of shape because he won't go to the gym because everybody just goes, "Ah, it's a
Exactly.
Captain Citrus douchebag." So there, that's my.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
I would watch it.
All right, I got one more. This one is a little bit more obscure and is mostly for anime fans. But for all the fans of the anime The Slayers, I would like the magic shop owner from the first 2 episodes
Oh my god.
to have his own sitcom about owning a magic shop and having idiots, like the Slayers, try to sell their items.
I would watch that.
For
I would watch that in a minute.
For reference, like, I would actually watch this show, so... But for reference, when they show up, they try to sell him a cursed sword. They don't know what magic it has on it. They just know there's magic on the cursed sword. He takes it out of the sheath and turns into a madman and tries to kill them. The spell is only broken by his hard-ass wife who yells at him, and he just drops the blade and goes back to work. And they never sold it. They still have it, because they didn't sell anything.
Of course not.
It was great, and I would like an entire sitcom of that for like 10 seasons.
Okay.
10
All right.
seasons minimum.
All right.
Netflix will greenlight it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Anybody
like,
got
who
any more?
knows?
I
You
got.
want to just, like, run back and forth? I
Yeah.
have a
Okay.
bunch.
Ed Sheeran's character in Game of Thrones.
Nice. Mr. Fish Odor or regular-sized Rudy from
Regular
Bob's
sized
Burgers.
Rudy.
I would watch both of those.
Anson My Ice Johnson from Rick and Morty.
Interdimensional cable, just that show over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Sid from Gallivant, the Squire on Gallivant.
Kane from Supernatural.
Oh, yeah.
Hawkeye. Moving.
Hawkeye.
No.
I gotta twist the knife. Hey!
The Junkyard Queen from Junkertown from Overwatch.
Peter
She becomes a
Dinklage's
playable character.
Peter Dinklage's drunk uncle from SNL.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I would watch that as a show.
Critical Role Campaign 1, Kashan
Jesus
Zara.
Christ.
I have
moved this
another
stuff.
one. I just
Go.
have another one. Bebo B from Voltron. The character that
Yes.
literally only says BBB and Bobo and Bebo B.
Oh, that'd be like listening to the
Absolutely.
Nintendo beep 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 thing over and
Boop boop boop.
Stop
boop,
it.
boop boop boop.
Stop it.
Boop.
You have more?
Off the top of my head, what's her name? The chick from Ocarina of Time that
Saria?
she inherits the ranch.
Oh, Mylon.
Malin?
Malin, yeah.
Malin from Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
It's just her singing to the horses. That's the
I
whole
had the
show.
bird Paul last year, and now it's just me to tend to the farm.
Okay, I've got
Okay.
Kagan Shikasta and Neela from Critical Role Campaign 2, Tiny Rick, Ashy Slashy the Puppet from Ash vs. Evil Dead,
Absolutely.
Tina Fey's drunk therapist character from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh,
I'd
I'd
absolutely
watch that.
absolutely
I think
watch that.
everyone would. And Asbestos Lady from the Marvel Universe frequently fought the Human Torch, eventually died of cancer.
Yes. Hold on, I have to get Jason's face.
Asbestos lady. Oh my god.
Mr. Freeze's wife.
Oh.
It's just her.
Oh, yeah.
It's
from-
just her when she's frozen.
Oh, I thought you meant
Oh.
Frozen's wife.
Oh, Frozen's
Oh,
wife.
I'd watch
I would
that.
From The
absolutely watch that
Incredibles.
show.
I do have
Oh,
one
okay.
last one.
Okay, okay.
Like it'd be a prequel
Yeah.
of Krypton before Superman was born. Like everything that happened then.
No.
Huh,
Too ridiculous.
Too
Wouldn't watch
dumbass.
it. Yeah,
it's
too
a dumb-
stupid.
It's a dumbass.
Wait,
idea. You're
I have one last one, and it's probably the best one we've said.
Okay.
Deadpool 2, Peter.
Yes.
What is he doing
I would
now? What did he
absolutely
do
watch that.
after he left?
Yeah.
I'd probably watch that.
I would watch any of those cameos too.
Am I being
Like,
catfished here? Anyway. All right. Okay. So that was our dumb. That was a ridiculous segment, but I told you it'd be the best.
That was great.
Were there any
Segment.
cool ones in the chat?
Game
Uh,
of
did we get
Thrones,
any
The
good-
Mountain,
Have y'all let us down? The
The
mountain.
Mountain in Game of Thrones, yeah.
He's dead.
Cabbage Guy from Avatar.
Yes! Oh my god, I
The
would watch
Kool-Aid Man,
Awesome.
A J. Jonah Jameson movie.
absolutely.
Only if they got what's his name to come back.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Oh yeah.
Only if it was J.K. Simmons because he
Oh,
was
yeah.
the best J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, legitimately, absolutely would watch this. The kids from Logan.
Yeah.
I'd watch X-23 just because.
Yeah,
Let's see
like
her-
her and all the other kids. But I would absolutely watch a show about her.
It's a shame we're not going to get any more.
She could front
because I
line
really
the show.
love.
She
She
actually
could
could.
She
totally.
was so.
Mar-
She's in a show right
Marvel,
now.
if you're listening, we can bring X-23 over. She's still young, you know. We could get her in this role for
She
quite
was so
some time.
good.
I love the scene where he's like, "Stop hitting me."
I love the
She's-
thing where she hasn't said a thing through the movie and just
Yeah.
goes off in Spanish at him. And he's like, well, I don't know.
Oh, no, she's going to begin His Dark Materials,
Okay,
which
that's good.
Lin-Manuel Miranda is composing for, I believe. Yeah, she's going to front run, so clearly she can.
Also a show about the Hound from Game of Thrones. Stormtroopers on their
I'd
off
actually
time.
watch that. That's not a dumb idea. So anyway, okay.
Well, they weren't all dumb. Some of these I would totally watch.
Yeah.
Dr. Bong.
I would actually watch Q from Next Gen. I would watch that.
Yeah.
I would write Dr. Bong for free. I would work for free if I could get just to say when I'm 80 years old. It's
You know
Don't
what
hurt
you
me,
could have a
Dr.
TV
Bong.
show. You could have a TV show with a guy that's a superhero, but his only superpower is that he knows how to use a cape really well.
As long as you have that chick, the
Edna Mode.
Incredibles,
Yeah.
being like,
she's the first person.
no capes.
No capes.
So anyway, guys, that is the show. We're going to do this again next week, so make sure you join us. Now, if you want to follow us on Facebook.com/SCNSLive or Twitter.com@SCNSLive or Instagram @SCNSLive. All those links are down below. But if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me @JasonTheX on Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me on Instagram @BetterCat.
Instagram and Twitter @Cass_Bradley. That's KAS_Bradley.
You can find me at Corodono on Instagram, KORODONO. Or you can find me on Twitter @HawksPerch, where I will continue to scream into the void about Suikoden until one of y'all answer the call. Play Suikoden.
Not it.
I got one more from the chat. Someone said Star Wars Droids. That actually was a show back in the 80s.
Oh,
Was it
wow.
really?
Of course it was.
C-3PO and R2-D2 had their own cartoon.
I remember seeing
That's
clips
right.
of that. That was weird.
Letting y'all know. Go find it. It's
Yeah,
crap.
one of them can't talk really.
It's-
so
Yeah.
it's just
So
a
anyway.
guy. It's like Garfield minus Garfield.
Garfield. I would watch that show.
So join us for some movie reviews that will be coming out this week and some game reviews. And of course, I'm hoping to be there. I may not be, but you guys are going to be out at Fan Expo.
At least one day,
At
yeah.
least for the Saturday. Get some interviews. Go up, say hi. You know, introduce yourself. Say, hey, I like your show. We'd love to hear from you. Anyway,
Hey, I like your cosplay.
Yeah.
Something.
We're going to be...
I don't know.
good luck with that.
Probably.
Probably.
Getting the gear around. So we'll work out all the details.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
guys, that has been our show. As we say around here always,
Keep,
Keep
on
on
nerding.
Our
You're
dad
playing-
is watching.
All right.
Our daddy is watching.
Oh.
Uh...